The dream is real. Yeah. Can I get a standing ovation for the authentic voice of culture? We are TKBS, and I'm hungover still. Yeah, this weekend was a doozy. But TKBS Nation, how you doing?
How you doing?
I know you was outside drinking too. How you feeling? You back at work? Are you being productive? Because the way that I woke up today, and it's been 2 days since, another reason why I need to stop drinking. Yeah, it's happening. I'm weaning off the dope. I'm trying to get off the shit, I promise. But yeah, I'm good otherwise, ladies and gentlemen. I had a fabulous weekend. One time for Saint Prana and the release of his new single, Do You Love Me?
Do you love me? Yeah. Do you love me?
Yeah. You hear me? I'm talking about Proud Pops. The artwork was by the legend himself, DL Warfield. And I can't say enough about how proud I am of my boy. And then, the day the single dropped, big shout out to Dom and all the good folks at Apple Music. They heard the song, liked it, loved it, and shared it on 4 playlists. Can I get an air horn and some round of applause for Kyle Burns, ladies and gentlemen? Wow. That man has been on me about these playlists. He thinks I'm still in the music business, child. He think I can just call everybody and make everything happen, but it just don't work like that no more. But his work ethic is getting him where he needs to go. Give me another air horn for Kyle Burns. I'm sorry. I'm hyped. And big shout out to Kenny Burns III, ladies and gentlemen. He had his first scrimmage at Northwestern Oklahoma State. That's right. He had 15 points. Light work. They blew the team out. He had a punch dunk going through the middle like, so I'm looking forward to his season in this year that he gets his degree. Again, Kenny Burns III will be the first Kenny Burns to get his degree. Can I get another air horn? Yes, my heart is full, ladies and gentlemen. And then on Thursday, we kicked off the amazing One Music Festival. That's right. I literally could not wait for this to come. Now, ironically, it's during Howard Homecoming. And I know a lot of you are upset that I was not at Howard Homecoming, but the bag was too big. I love y'all. But when that bag is coming, you got to get him. You feel me? So big shout out to P&G. My beautiful co-host and I, Anissa Brene, we did the damn thing at the What Moves You booth at the State Farm Arena. They had an unplugged vibe. We got to, shouting out Jay Carter and Steve Canal and everybody that was involved. And a big shout to our beautiful partners, the presenters of One Music Festival, P&G, my brother Eric Austin, Crystal, the entire dream team at P&G. Y'all set it out to kick this thing off, and I had an amazing time. And then Saturday night, oh my God, we celebrated my brother Ludacris with a special dinner to celebrate 25 years of him out here doing his thug thizzle. And we did it at the Retreat by the Gathering Spot, a beautiful venue here. If you are not a member at the Gathering Spot, what are you doing? What does it give you? Your life needs completion. They have, a gathering spot in DC and LA, and they're growing fast. So support those brothers. Big shout out to Ryan and TK and the entire team over at the Gathering Spot. We did that, man. We had a beautiful dinner, man. Food there tastes like Jesus made it. And I got some gifts, y'all. I love it when I can go places and get some benefit of attending. Now, of course, I went to celebrate my brother, but like Ludacris does, actually, he didn't give me these. I stole these. Got to have your goddamn DTP pillows, okay? 25 years of DTP. That's disturbing the peace. And mind y'all, these are gonna be collector's items because they got a new DTP logo. But I stole these. They didn't give me these. Took them. Wasn't gonna leave them. They mine, and they will be in the office forever. All right, we got the pillows. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we got the vinyl signed by Christopher Ludacris Bridges himself. And this ain't no ordinary vinyl, ladies and gentlemen. This is 25 years since Ludacris's debut, and we have some special artwork, some special packaging. So I'm very proud to have not stole this. This was given to me. Everybody that came received one, but everybody don't got them pillows. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, I need a drum roll for this one, Tiffany Hamilton Burns. All right, my brother has released a watch with Movado. Okay? All right? These are retailing for $800. Okay? Your boy got one for dinner. Okay? Can you please just put this in the camera? Ladies and gentlemen, this is beautifully made. You can see the plastic still on it. So make sure y'all, if you're a watch aficionado or connoisseur like myself, you might want to go try and grab Ludacris's new collaboration with Movado before they sell out. So give a round of applause to my brother. He did not have to do that. I actually bought the gold one, so it's on the way. So I got the black one because I'm a great human, I guess. You know what I'm saying? People want to take care of they people. That's right. And also this past weekend, we celebrated 16 years of One Music Fest. Give them a round of applause. Tiffany Hamilton Burns. This is quite a feat for a black conglomerate of superheroes to keep something going 16 years that's this massive, this detailed, and honestly, this well executed. So big shout out to Jay Carter, Steve Canal, Motown, Troy, Live Nation Urban, everyone who's a part of this, you did that. Give them an air horn right quick. Octave, they did that thing right there. And I did the first One Music Fest, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 16 years ago. We had Common, Guapole, De La Soul, Mick Boogie, DJ Baby U, and God Rest the Dead Drez, the Beatnik, and it was in the parking lot of King's Plow. You know what I mean? And I actually just was looking at pictures of me and Greg Street. Verse Simmons was there. We had my radio show back then that was on Beehive FM, the Kenny Burns show. We were doing live remotes from the One Music Fest. So super proud to have been a part of their lineage and super proud to see what they've done to date. I started off Sunday, y'all, rocking with my brother D Nice. That's right. You know, when Nice and Burns steps up on the scene, we seek and destroy in the name of the best time you ever had. So my brother D Nice, thank you for bringing me on your set once again, brother. We did that. And I want to shout out the crowd. Oh yeah, it was raining, y'all. Listen, they had beautiful weather the first day. Beautiful. I'm talking about nice and cool. You could have layers. You had t-shirts, put your jacket on at night. By the time Future come on this day, it was muggy. Oh yeah, it was muggy. And it wasn't supposed to rain until after 10 p.m. So we were figuring, you know what? Ludacris gonna be out there doing the whole thug thizzle. Then all of a sudden the rain comes at the end and we're gonna play Georgia and have a fucking out-of-body experience. But no, at 2:45, when D Nice and Kenny Burns touched the stage, started raining. Oh yeah, but y'all stayed. Y'all swag surf. Y'all got blessed by Carl Thomas, Case, Tweet, Ari Lennox, our amazing band we had. And ladies and gentlemen, Luke Skywalker. I don't know if y'all even know that we used to call him Luke Skywalker. Y'all call him Uncle Luke. Luke Skywalker, king of the booty music, came out there. And when I tell you, I totally forgot that he was one of the influences I had in hosting parties. This man is the GOAT. Now, you know my GOAT is Dougie Fresh because I feel like he's an entertainer. I feel like I'm an entertainer. Luke is also an entertainer. But when I tell you he get the hyping that motherfucker up and you can't help yourself at 60, whatever years old, you hear me? Give that man an air horn and a round of applause. Luke, you are one of one. And it brings me to a story time. Tiffany, can you give me that drop, please?
Story time.
The year was 1993, and some friends of mine from Washington, D.C. said that they wanted to bring Luke Skywalker to the ATL. I said, hell yeah. Big shout out to Ron D. Berry and the team that hit me, and we were bringing Luke to the A. Got to promoting on campus, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, it wasn't really recepted well at Spelman College. And it kind of banned us from the campus.
Like, damn.
From passing out the flyers, that is. There was no amount of time that was put on it. We just couldn't, you know, promote on campus. I then turned my radio promotion game up. And we got to the night that the the world famous Phoenix nightclub that became the warehouse where we eventually did Funk Clinic Fridays and became legends. And I don't know if you remember during that time, but Uncle Luke Skywalker had a peep show. You remember that, Tiffany? The Luke Peep Show was about to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, the party is going crazy, and all of a sudden they stopped the show. Luke says,
I need 3 volunteers to come up here and dance with Strawberry, Roxy, and Tracy.
I don't know if that was their names or not, but that'll be their names for the sake of this story. The first nigga who raised his hand was moi. Now, this peep show, ladies and gentlemen, was kind of X-rated. A lot of things happened on that stage that night, but one thing in particular would start my legend in the nightlife. I get on stage. Did I say Trixie? Okay, we'll just say Trixie. Trixie is on top of me. We are simulating a 69. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 21 years old. I was not used to a 69 position in a bedroom or let alone a stage. I don't know why I'm talking like Walter Kinkite. So I'm up there. I'm trying to be brave because I like the way she smells. It's the first time I smelled strawberry stripper lotions, what I called it, from Victoria's Secret. I'm getting excited. I bite her on the thigh. She bites me back. Ladies and gentlemen, I jump up and take my pants down to my ankles. I did. I'm not gonna tell you what happened next, but the show didn't end. All right, okay. I became very much a legend for the amount of sexual energy in that club. And we're gonna leave that there. Needless to say, the ban from just promoting flyers on Spelman campus became a Kenny Burns cannot come on our campus for the next 6 months. And that is a great story in the history of your lifestyle specialist. And I don't know why the fuck I just told it, because Jessica's probably gonna smack me in the face with some corn on the cob. All right, back to what happened. 25 years of Ludacris disturbing the peace, and when I tell you he tore the stage down, I thought Future killed it the night before, and he did. It was a sea of people all the way down to the Peachtree, child. And when I say Luda had the same crowd, but in the rain, that would effectively make him a GOAT. Oh, people don't care what they paid, child. If it's raining, they got to go home. Let me tell you who this man bought out. He bought out the entire DTP family. I'm talking about I-20. I ain't seen him in 15 years.
2-0, I'm on the right track. Got the right. Hit the trunk, grab the pump. I'll be right back.
Shauna.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the floor.
Loved her performance. The Trap Choir, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, you know that song? He got the with Sierra. The Trap Choir did Sierra's part. When I tell you, he gotta take him on tour in 2026. That's the rumor, y'all. That is the rumor that they're going on a world tour in 2026. Then the man brought out Bobby Valentino.
I just wanna get to know you.
I mean, you just be forgetting who he got songs with. He got so many songs. Jermaine Dupri.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them things like every day.
You already know they had to do that. And that was actually the first song of the evening. Then he brought Jeezy out.
Count hundreds on the table, 20s on the floor. Fresh out of work, on the way with some more. And I love it.
He brought Fergie and Polo the Don out. She did.
First class, up in the sky, pop a champagne, living my life.
It was a whole thing. Then the boy brought out Usher. And here's a little fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, about professionalism. They doing their thing. I'm talking about they going psycho seeing Usher. And that boy Leather Jacket. Big shout out to you, Usher. I'm gone now. I know I'm the freshest, because I'm your big brother. But your game, your style game, you got more money than me, champ. That's why you got that leather jacket and that pant, boy, you did that. Salute to you, Usher. You deserve your flowers too, champ. And then, ladies and gentlemen, he was surprised with his GOAT. That's right. Shaka Zulu had been working massively to bring LL Cool J.
Quite like I can. I take a muscle-bound man and put his face in the sand.
To surprise his little brother Ludacris. And when I tell you the joy on Luda's face, man, I mean, it says it all in this video right here.
I was 9 years old, and I entered the talent show contest. It's the reason that he made me want to rap. I knew every motherfucking word to this song. So if it is my 25th anniversary, I got a special request. Can you please do that fucking song? Absolutely.
And you know, Virgos, they meticulous. They detail-oriented. They don't want no surprises. Although they appreciate them, they don't want no surprise. They want to know what's going on. They want to be in control. This man was not in control. If you know Ludacris, it is hard to surprise him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always thoughtful and taking it upon himself to do all the things. So big shout out to you, Chris, man. You know, because seeing that, and I know him also too on the meticulous side because DJ Infamous had kind of disrupted the show. And he's looking back like, this wasn't part of the show, player. Like,
hold on a second, bro. I don't mean to do this. I don't mean to stop the motherfucking show. Okay. But you know, we celebrate you, right? Celebrating, right? 25 years. Okay. You giving the crowd all these guest surprises, but guess what? Yeah. I think it's time we give you a surprise.
But big shout out to DJ Infamous, because when he dropped that Who Do You Love, it was over, man. So congratulations to you, Christopher Ludacris Bridges. You are one of one, my brother. Actually, you're one of none. There's not many like you in our industry, and you deserve all your flowers. Even the Fast and Furious stuff, Tiffany, like when he was saying the little parts about it, the crowd erupted in hysteria. I'm like, I be forgetting this nigga as one of the biggest movie franchises in the history of the world. But you deserve it. And also Shaka, Jeff, JP, Infamous, the entire DTP family, man. And Mama Bridges, you know, y'all are elite. Y'all have held that man down all this time. Shaka and Jeff, y'all ain't got no contract in 25 years. Y'all are some of the most loyal and dedicated brothers I've ever met. So salute to y'all, y'all's union, and here's to 25 more years of disturbing the peace. All right, now it's time to get into episode 159, Social Climbing. Yeah, I just want you to let that sizzle in your spirit for a second. All these people out here trying to get in where they fit in. I get it. People want to get on. People want to be in the mix, and they think there's certain people that are the gatekeepers to their success. But ladies and gentlemen, this episode was inspired by conversations I've been having with my inner circle. Now, I'm inviting you to the group chat. I want to break down the definition of social climber, and that is someone who tries to improve their social standing or become accepted into a higher social group. What's that mean, y'all? What's the motivation behind that? The primary motivation is to gain social prominence or move up in social class. This may stem from a desire for status, power, or social acceptance. And how do you identify this? Well, you identify by the behavior. The term often carries a negative connotation, suggesting behavior that can be seen as insecure or manipulative. That's right. This can include being overly friendly or obsequious or associating with people primarily to improve one's social standings. And the perception is to those around them, social climbers can appear transparent, undignified. It's often associated with the focus on status, power, and competition. I bet y'all know a few cats like that, huh? They're on that hamster wheel of life, trying to stay in the rat race. Hamsters are rats now. It's actually becoming an epidemic. Because look at the measures people are willing to go through to reach social status in our communities. I mean, in the infamous words of DJ Khaled, it's unbelievable. I mean, seriously, when you look at the thirst traps people put themselves in, and I really feel that it is damn near taking the purity out of almost every art form that we have, in my opinion, and we're gonna break that down momentarily. But first, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, the pursuit of status is never ending. It's a cycle of seeking more and more recognition and approval, which leads to us feeling inadequate. Then we aren't made to feel validated in whatever we're trying to be a part of. So then we get to talking shit about the next person. Then some people so thirsty,
he needs some milk.
You get to creating false narratives about others to justify your own actions. It's a real sickness, TKBS Nation. Facts. That the idea that there is a safety net in high social and financial status That's a myth. How many successful people have we seen in the last couple years prove what I said, Tiffany? I mean, we can start with Sean Combs, go backwards, child. Money and relationships don't always keep you safe or free.
Message.
Your choices create safety and stability, not someone else's choices or expectations for you.
Amen.
Come on, child. Focus on the genuine connection over status. And always remember the arrival comes within.
Amen.
Come on now. I need y'all to hear that because we think that we're going to get somewhere with all this help. Yes, we need people. Absolutely. But if you're willing to sacrifice your integrity, if you're willing to do things that are outside your comfort zone, I'm not talking about challenge yourself. I'm talking about things you know you just can't do. How you think you fare ultimately? How do you think your confidence, your spirituality, how do you think that leads you or continues to lead you or even leads you at all? Because it should.
Facts.
And that's why I would like to end this segment with the lack of purity in our art forms. Think about our music, ladies and gentlemen. That's not led with dignity and sustainability. It's just not. But yet we keep putting it out. You A&Rs, Brandra. Brandra's A&R and this dude named EJ, the chosen child over at QC. And we were just talking about the intentionality behind the music going forward. You know, how music is coming back to that place of sustainability. You know what I'm saying? Of putting us in these places and spaces of time to reflect, to know how to love again, how to lead again, how to be present again in our communities. Like that music has to come back. And that's the purity I'm talking about. That's missing. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the art world. Basquiat was Basquiat because of his style. How many people have adopted Basquiat's style of painting? Are we not the creators of civilization? Are we not the creators of culture? Sure, we can have influences from others, but knocking them off? Looking the exact same way, having no originality, that takes away from the purity of the art.
Facts.
That's music, that's art. Think about fashion. What are we doing now? Everything just has to be streetwear. There's no places you can go anymore to be elevated in your dress and try to, evoke this grown and mature energy. Being grown, having lived experience makes you in value.
Amen.
And to all you youngins out there, respecting the people that have this lived experience only helps your lived experience.
Come on, Jesus.
And we keep taking the purity out of those exchanges. We are the creators of civilization. Before science was science, before math was math, we built pyramids. We created systems that are used today with no machinery. I'm talking about dams, canals, structures. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the most formidable people on the earth, but our purity is our secret sauce. The fact that we can love without knowing you. I can meet somebody and know I love them. I can love someone not knowing them for years. I can do that. I feel that in my soul. There's people I met day one, I said, I love you. And I'm still loving them to this day. We have that. That's a purity that we have. And we have to stay focused on this, y'all. We have these thoughtful conversations every week about resetting the table and how we want to show up and who we need to be. We need to be pure again.
Amen.
All right, now it's time for Live from the Comments section. Tiffany, the alcohol's wearing off. I'm slowing down. I need you to give me the 3 comments. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I got you. And listen, when I say you put it all out on that stage,
what?
The nation was sitting up there sending all kinds of stuff. I had a little bit of FOMO. But
if I ain't gonna lie, I was outside in the cold. It was cold and then it rained off and on. But I was out there from 2 to 10:30.
And that's why motherfuckers gotta cut the check. Okay? But speaking of cutting the check,
Amen.
okay?
Amen.
You was cutting up with that knowledge last week when you were telling everybody, what we needed to do to not only be safe, but also to follow the money.
Follow the money.
Eyes for Design said there are several elections coming up across the country in a few weeks. For Georgia, they're on November 4th and 18th. Change comes with every election. And of course, that was in response to you talking about us needing to follow the trail, about how the Trump family is enriching themselves while bankrupting America.
Okay. Look at Tiffany with her news chops. Stop the bankrupt while bankrupting America. No, listen, Eyes for Design, you hit it on the head. I mean, we got to make sure these elections, y'all, are overwhelmingly in favor of everybody except MAGA. Okay, we have to, and we can't be splitting shit up, y'all. To all these markets that have multiple, senators and governors running that, we got to go in these back rooms and have these conversations to pick one. We cannot split these votes, y'all. I mean, listen, I get it's a lot of vanity in the political world, and I'm learning that more and more as, the years go on, but we cannot worry about your feelings. We got to worry about the best candidate. Who's going to be the best candidate that's going to disrupt this Trump administration and get us back home? All right, Tiffany, I know we got some more comments over there.
Yes, sir. And you already know the nation was commenting last week because people are frustrated, okay?
Wow. Give me the gunshot one time. Yeah, thank you. I'll tell you.
So much so that J Beans 912 said it's always been a grift and a power grab. They are turning on each other like rats in a sinking ship. When it all falls down. And that is in response to your clip where you were calling out Nick Fuentes and talking about how even a broke clock is right at least twice a day.
Okay, you on it today? You've been reading, studying with you. Okay. Thank you for that comment. And some people were in the comments. I want to address this. Talking about, so now you posted right wing. I posted the truth. The man literally said who was behind all the shit. But that be you niggas' problem. Nigga. Right there. I'm trying to share news because, we can't say but so much, you know what I'm saying? And we some reading, thoughtful mother suckers over here at the Kenny Burns Show. But we can't say but so much. But he said it all. And the algorithm gonna catch his voice and go to his house and decimate that man's life. I just wanted to give you the goddamn information, bro. And it's always the black men doing that whole shit in the comments. Come on, bro. Come on, son. Tiffany, I know you got some more comments over there, baby.
Yes, sir. Look, I was keyboard warrior over the weekend over there.
Went immediately into assault. Look, stupid bitch. I said, damn, Tiffany, can you just tell them what you're doing instead of how you gonna just, Jesus.
I don't play about Kenny Burns.
I said, wait. She didn't say stupid bitch. She said, look, stupid. She might as well say stupid bitch.
Listen, I ain't got time. But you know who do got time?
Who got time, baby?
You last week with them jokes about vagina neck. So much so.
Hey, bro, that might have been one of the funniest episodes ever, bro.
When I tell you that's that wild vagina.
Octavia, where'd you get that fucking... That was funny as a motherfucker, OCT. Big up to you, baby.
Big facts. Happy_Azania says, that's why Time Magazine made his pic look like that on the cover, for everyone to see the bullshit.
Thank you for your comment. I think everybody should do that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because even as he's demolishing the East Wing at, the White House, it's like he is going so hard for this very reason. He knows he's fucked come the next election. But we not doing enough to stop the little we can now before then. Come on, y'all, wake up. Wake up! It's about speaking truth to power. He's been stopped a whole bunch of times since he's become the president again. Don't think he just running amok and ain't nothing happening to him. Oh no, he's losing as much as he's winning. But these wins are so visually big, it's tricking y'all to thinking y'all ain't gotta say or do nothing because it's gonna keep happening. No, you gotta keep going. Keep pressing him. Oh my God, that episode last week lets me know that is the way. You gotta make him feel so stupid because he is stupid, literally stupid.
Stupid motherfucker.
This man just released something the other day naming other people trying to call him out so he can indict them. They weren't even a part of the election and he hired one of them. This man is stupid, but the people around him are not. This is a master play by a shadow president and government. Now, clearly, the Stephen Millers are visual and those type of people. I believe that they are smart, evil, and racist and classist, but they are smart. But we gotta fight, y'all. And them people, and I'm not saying nobody touch nobody, but them people walk outside. Y'all saw the black dude, the Uncle Tom dude that was getting the cars to walk across the street. They did not touch him, but they made him feel like shit. You can see these motherfuckers walking around. Hello. If you have something you want to say without touching them, say it. Make them feel uncomfortable to be in your presence. And I don't mean to be ignorant. I'm not saying that at all. Just like Tim Scott. They ain't touched that man. They ain't say nothing but you and Uncle Tom. If you feel that way, say it.
Say it with your chest.
Why not? If you catch Stephen Miller at dinner, all 4'7" of his ass, talk about why don't you cut all your hair off, Stephen? Why are you wearing your hair like that? Make these whack ass people feel whack. And I don't know if y'all agree with that, and I don't want y'all to judge me for feeling the way I feel, but it's just getting to the point, child. What's gonna do the trick? Because they lying in your face every day.
Amen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for As the World Turns with Kenny Burns. Give me the organs, fuck that. In the immortal words of my dad, Prince, sometimes it takes years for a person to become an overnight success. So be cool with the process and don't be no fool with the excess. That's EXCESS for those who don't understand the difference between excess and access. Don't let that go over your heads, ladies and gentlemen. Amen. Now, go out there and be great. I have nothing else to give. Tell everybody you know about the Kenny Burns Show. And don't forget to like, comment, and share, because without you, we ain't shit. We ain't got nothing. We just don't have that. I don't know what we gonna do without you, child. I don't have no haircut either. My hairline is... Get us out of here, Tiffany and Ron, please.
Ready, Ron?
Speak, nigga.
The dream is real.
Oh, shit. Thank you. Peace.
The dream is real.